In the midst of history's tapestry, nestled within the chapters of human suffering and triumph, looms a specter that once haunted civilizations across the globe. A name resonating through time. Picture this: a highly contagious and formidable viral disease, a silent adversary that waged devastating epidemics, leaving in its wake immeasurable human suffering and often irreversible scarring. Smallpox, an unrelenting terror, instilled fear in communities and nations for centuries. From ancient records to modern medical annals, its legacy tells a story of despair and resilience, of tragedy and triumph. The mere mention of its name conjures tales of anguish, quarantine, and the enduring fight for survival. But within this darkness, a beacon of hope emerged. Through the indomitable efforts of dedicated scientists and the courage of communities worldwide, mankind faced this formidable foe head-on, paving the path for one of the greatest achievements in medical history. Smallpox emerges as one of humanity's most ancient and menacing adversaries. References to this infectious disease trace back thousands of years, etching its presence in the historical narratives of various ancient civilizations. The earliest documented evidence of smallpox dates back to ancient Egypt, found in the mummified remains of individuals showing telltale signs of the disease. As societies evolved and civilizations connected through trade routes and exploration, smallpox traveled alongside, marking its imprint on diverse cultures. Its devastating impact featured prominently in historical accounts, marking not just individual lives but shaping the trajectory of nations. The disease found its way across continents, taking a profound toll on indigenous populations during the Age of Exploration, leading to the decimation of communities that had no prior exposure to the virus. The grim toll smallpox took on various cultures left an indelible mark, altering the course of history and societal structures. Moreover, historical documents reveal the scarring and disfigurement caused by smallpox, serving as a physical testament to the suffering endured by those who contracted the disease. This physical scarring often persisted for a lifetime, a visible reminder of the affliction smallpox wrought upon individuals. Caused by the variola virus, it was notorious for its efficient transmission and severe symptoms. The virus primarily spread through respiratory droplets or direct contact with the infected individuals or contaminated objects. Its high level of contagion contributed to its swift and extensive reach within populations. The onset of the disease was insidious, typically characterized by an incubation period of around 7 to 17 days before symptoms manifested. Early symptoms often resembled a flu-like illness, including fever, fatigue, headache, and body aches. However, it was the characteristic rash that would become the hallmark of smallpox. The rash emerged in distinct stages, beginning as small red spots that gradually developed into raised bumps, progressing to fluid-filled pustules. These pustules would crust over and scab, leading to deep, pitted scars that remained on the skin. The severity of the rash and the number of lesions often correlated with the overall impact of the disease on the individual's health. The severity of the disease varied, leading to different forms. Variola major was the more severe and often fatal form, while variola minor usually resulted in milder symptoms and lower fatality rates. The devastating nature of the symptoms, coupled with the ease of transmission, made smallpox a formidable adversary that posed a significant threat to communities, resulting in widespread fear and devastation whenever outbreaks occurred. The disease's impact on indigenous populations during periods of exploration and colonization, for instance, was profound, leading to significant declines in population and altering the course of history in the Americas, Africa, and other parts of the world. The global impact of smallpox wasn't confined to a specific time period. The disease continued to cause devastating outbreaks well into the 20th century, affecting various parts of the world and leaving behind a trail of suffering and tragedy. The advent of vaccination heralded a new chapter in the battle against smallpox. The development of the smallpox vaccine by Edward Jenner in the late 18th century marked a turning point in the fight against the disease. Jenner's innovation paved the way for the first effective immunization against smallpox, utilizing cowpox virus to confer immunity. The idea of using a weaker or related pathogen to protect against a more severe one laid the foundation for future vaccine development, becoming a cornerstone of modern preventive medicine. Jenner's breakthrough not only provided a method to prevent smallpox but also inspired subsequent efforts to create vaccines against other diseases. The successful application of vaccination strategies led to the initiation of global vaccination campaigns aimed at eradicating smallpox. Various countries and international health organizations embarked on extensive vaccination drives, targeting vulnerable populations to ensure widespread immunity. These campaigns were multifaceted, employing strategies such as mass vaccination, surveillance, and containment of outbreaks. They also involved the training of healthcare workers and the establishment of robust public health infrastructures to support vaccination efforts. The tireless dedication of healthcare workers and the collaborative efforts of governments and international organizations culminated in a landmark achievement, the eradication of smallpox. The World Health Organization declared smallpox eradicated in 1980, marking the first, and so far, the only instance of a human infectious disease being eradicated through deliberate human efforts. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history, science, and human triumph. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content on topics related to health and medical history. Stay informed and stay curious.